My name is Kami Podakuchi, and I'm an associate professor of urban planning at Wayne State University. And I also direct a program called SEEDWayne, which is a campus community collaborative to build sustainable food systems on the campus of Wayne State University and in Detroit neighborhoods. And we offer many programs as part of SEEDWayne, and the farmers market is one of them. And I run the farmers market.
I really think, the underlying goal here is to increase accessibility of fresh fruits and vegetables at a competitive and affordable rate, and also to make those available through the EBT or the Bridge Card program for the people that need it most.
I'm very proud of what we've accomplished. In fact, this morning I was telling Charles that isn't it so great you provide a structure, and then on a weekly basis, things just happen on their own. People come in, they park their vans or cars, they bring out their produce, they set their stalls. Customers come, they buy their produce, you have all these conversations. And all of this happens, because you've provided a structure. And of course, we did it in collaboration with lots of different people. And it's magical.
Our aim in the world
also knew that if I came with that basket,
is to supply fresh produce for the Detroit area to counteract the thing that's going on right now where the grocery stores have gone away. There aren't any fresh grocery stores in Detroit, or maybe there are 3 also. In the community that I live in, you send your kid to, you get up on Wednesday morning and you have no milk, there's nothing that you can do. You can't send the kids to the store. When I was a kid, my mother would send us up to the grocery store. We'd get a quart of milk, come back home and have, cornflakes. Now, there aren't, all those little stores went away. They just went away. They just are closed. So you can't do that anymore. So now the kid gets up and there's nothing there to eat. What they do is go up to the gas station, and in my case where I live is a liquor store, and get a hot sausage sandwich or some of that crazy stuff that they have in those kinds of places. And so here's the kid on its way to school eating a hot sausage sandwich.
The most important part of the market is what it does for the community, but not just like the surrounding areas, what it does for people on campus as well. It gives them a better option versus like going to the student center and getting KFC or Taco Bell or McDonald's, which is absolutely disgusting. But you can get something fresh and it's that easy. Like even if you can only stop and buy 1 apple, that can change your entire day. And is this your first time using your Bridge Card at this market?
We have the most fabulous staff members working for us. We call them program leaders. So Jasmine Wilson is she staffs our EBT table. The EBT table is where customers who use the Bridge Card at the market come and essentially get tokens. They pay for their products with their Bridge Card, which is food stamps, which used to be called food stamps, or it's called Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. Also allows us to provide an opportunity for them to use their Bridge Card at a place where there's a range of healthy foods available, as opposed to, say, a corner store where the foods, where there's probably just junk foods and processed foods available. In addition to using SNAP at the market, we also then give additional dollars in the form of Double Up Food Box, which is sponsored by the Fair Food Network, which gives them additional dollars with which to buy Michigan-grown fruits and vegetables. And by this, we help them increase their budgets for fresh and healthy foods. And it also gives them the opportunity to try new things that they otherwise might not be able to.
I was very excited because I just live about a mile down the road to come here and just see all these tents filled with all these fresh fruits and vegetables that are local and seasonal and really inexpensive. I think after I have moved to Detroit, I've actually become a lot more of a localvore than I was when I lived in New York.
I'm Lakshmi Sabapati. I'm the Director of Business Affairs at the School of Business. And since the market is right outside my window, I shop here almost every week.
Detroit is a majority African American community, and it's a fact that hits us in the face on a daily basis that very few businesses, especially very few food businesses like grocery stores and restaurants and other sources of healthy food are run by people of color. There's a larger critique of the food system, and that is that it ill serves people of color and communities of color. There's a lot of exploitation of communities of color in the farm sector. There's the lowest paid jobs in the food system really are dominated by people of color, and this is an injustice that needs to be corrected.
What I like best, I like the people that come here because they want to do something good for themselves and something good for the community, and they're glad to be here, they're happy to be here. They come and talk to me. I give them recipes that are centered here on local in-season produce that you can hopefully find here at the market, and there's so much dialogue that goes on between people here. I just think it's, like I said, a good way to bring the community together.
It's regular, it's every Wednesday. It comes right at the perfect time during the week to help me refill my refrigerator. I love that it's in my backyard. I love that it has a nice, I guess just a big variety of foods. I love that they're inexpensive as well, that I can come here and get some herbs for $1, and squash for $1 and corn for $1. And I really love the people, actually. The vendors are incredibly friendly and really helpful as well.
In 2008, I wrote a grant to the Ford Motor Company Fund. It was a challenge grant. They wanted to fund a project that met a variety of criteria. It needed to involve students. It needed to have a business component or an engineering component. It needed to address a key theme, sustainability theme. It needed to involve partnerships between campus and community members. And so as part of the grant, we identified several activities that would meet those criteria. We identified gardens, we identified the market, and then we identified work with some partners in the community. For example, we work with the Capuchin Soup Kitchen and Earthworks Urban Farm to do ag entrepreneurship activities, and we helped build a 4,000 square foot passive solar greenhouse through that grant, where we got the grant. And then we piloted our first market. We weren't quite sure what location to select. Initially, administrators suggested the heart of campus, the pedestrian heart in front of the undergraduate library and between the rec center, Gallon Mall. But I wanted to make sure it was on a main street where people could see it by bus, passing by on bus or by car. And so we just tried this location out on 2 days in 2008. And we started the market at 10 a.m. and went until 6 p.m. To figure out what was the best time for the market. And we did a bunch of surveys with customers, and we surveyed our vendors to figure out, do you think this is a good idea? Did you make money? What products are selling? And that experience really was it went much better than our wildest expectations, and that set the foundation for the market. And of course, we've had it. The following year, we had a full season, starting the second week of June through the last week of October. We were tentative initially. We were fearful because 2 pilot days in August and September, don't represent the whole market season. We had some missteps initially, but here we are 4 years later.
I think probably the most important aspect is the relationships that you form with different people that are here, not only with the people that frequent the market, but the people that actually run the different stalls. So you get to ask them, how did you make this? How did you grow this? How much time did it take and how much effort? Like the things that I'm eating and putting into my body, it's not only like the nutrition, but it's the time and the effort that they put into it, and being able to talk to the person that can provide that for you is really enriching and really important for people and especially children, the children that come to the market.
I mean, I think it's just really nice to talk to people and teach them something that they didn't know, and sort of explain how easy it is to actually live a healthier life, because a lot of times people, I mean myself included, you hear about it all the time, but it sort of, it sometimes seems really intangible. But really easy things like making sure that you cut up a banana and put it in your cereal in the morning is a great way to add fruits and vegetables to your diet and try and get the amount of servings that you need per day. And I think when I'm talking to people and I tell them something that they, about how easy it is, and you sort of see that click in their head, it's a really nice feeling.
Probably the best thing about this market is the variety of organizations. Because if you pay really close attention, most of us have most of the same thing. But it's the variety of personalities, and there's enough difference in the crop to give you a big choice of what to look for. And everybody is represented, the black community is represented. There's an Oriental lady down on the end. There's a full-size Michigan farmer halfway down there. There's this guy right here, is a salad guy. He just makes salads, and you can come down here and get a salad, and it is going to be super. And he's a hard worker. He makes all this lettucey stuff, and it is all very good. And the people next door to him, that is the Greening of Detroit. They will handle everybody's produce. If you belong to their organization and you have a little plot in the backyard, they will help you develop that plot. Whatever you grow in it, if you want them to, they will bring it to market. They got 50 people supplying them with stuff that they bring down here. They keep a good record of it. They know I got 6 things of cherry tomatoes and a half a pound of collard greens. And when they divvy up the funds, you get paid for 6 cherry tomatoes. And they do a really outstanding job.
I just love the atmosphere. It's just, it's great. The environment, people are very friendly. It's just, and especially during this time of season in the autumn, it's absolutely gorgeous out like today.
We have a host of volunteers, all students who find out about the market and about the program in different ways. Some of them come to the market and they see that it's a great thing and they sign up to volunteer, sometimes pretty much on their first day at the market.
My fellow volunteers are great. I've made so many friends through volunteering at the market. They're just great people, and not only are they great people just on campus, but they're a good part of the Detroit community, and they are the people that are contributing some of the best things to the city and to the campus and to the market.
This is my favorite day of the week, is Wednesdays, coming out here because I get to talk directly to people. I'm a people person. If you couldn't tell, I like to talk. I like to be with people, and I get to sit here and discuss what my passion is, and that's health and nutrition and getting it across to people. And the people that are here are excited to be here, and yeah, I just love it. And it's such a good way to get the fruits and vegetables and all the whole grains, everything out to people. So yeah, I just think this is a great program that Wayne State put on.
There's not a lot of do this, do that. It's just a pretty flexible, easygoing, wonderful place to come down here and present these produce to people who can't get these kinds of produce. And you go to the grocery store and buy some collard greens, you have no idea what they use to grow those collard greens. I mean, you just don't know. And I'm not want to say bad things about the grocery store, but I've been to the grocery store.
We have a couple of prepared food vendors. We have Russell Street Deli, which is also a storefront at Eastern Market, but they do very well. They have a variety of soups and wraps at our market, and you'll see during lunchtime long lines in front of their stall. We have now, actually starting this year, Good Girls Go to Paris, which is a crepe store, and they have a variety of crepes, and of course now, excuse me, you'll see the delicious smells wafting from their stall. I like so many things. There's no one best thing, but I like the fact that it brings together a variety of people, people of different racial and ethnic backgrounds. It brings together people of different ages, people who see their community and their world differently, people who study different things. It brings them all together around something that is very basic and very vital to us, and that's food.
Most pride I get is when we sell out all our stuff. We go, oh, okay, good. We sold it all out. We must have had a good day today. But really, seriously, the best thing is we know that we're providing healthy food. We know that this food does not have pesticides in it. It does not have artificial stimulants to make it grow or to keep it from dying or to make it look, we don't spray anything on it to make it look green. It's just plain old grown in the backyard kind of food.